For 5 years, Vanessa Bryant kept Michael Jordan's secret. What he did after Kobe's death was so incredible she couldn't talk about it. Until now. When she finally revealed the truth, the world was speechless. But here's what nobody expected. What Michael Jordan did wasn't just helping a friend. He completely rebuilt Vanessa's life from the ground up. And he did it all in complete silence. January 2025. 5 years since Kobe and Gianna died in that helicopter crash. Vanessa Bryant sits down for her first major interview since the tragedy. The host asks the question everyone's been wondering. Vanessa, there are rumors that Michael Jordan has been helping you and the girls. Can you finally tell us what really happened? For 5 years, Vanessa has deflected this question. I prefer to keep things private. Michael has been a friend. Some things should stay between families. But today, something's different. Today, she's ready to tell the truth. The world needs to know what Michael Jordan really did for my family, Vanessa begins, because what he did, it goes beyond anything I could have imagined. Let me start at the beginning. January 26th, 2020. The worst day of my life. Vanessa takes a deep breath. Within 3 hours of the news breaking, Michael Jordan was on a plane to Los Angeles, not his assistant, not his people. Him. He showed up at my door that night and said 4 words that saved my life. You are not alone. But that was just the beginning. People think Michael came for the funeral and left, Vanessa continues. That's what I wanted them to think. But Michael never left. He moved into the Beverly Hills Hotel. For 3 months. 3 months of being 5 minutes away from us whenever we needed him. The interviewer is shocked. 3 months? We had no idea. That was intentional. Michael insisted on complete privacy. No photographers, no publicity, no social media posts. He said, "This isn't about me being a good guy. This is about family taking care of family." The memorial service at Staples Center, Vanessa reveals, Michael paid for the entire thing. Wait, what? Every penny, the venue rental, security, production, flowers, programs, everything. When I tried to discuss costs, he said, "Kobe was my little brother. You don't charge family for saying goodbye." The total cost was over $2 million. Michael never mentioned it again. I only found out because his business manager accidentally sent me a receipt meant for him. The interviewer can barely speak. $2 million? That was just day one of what Michael did for us. Vanessa leans forward, getting emotional. For the first 6 months after Kobe died, Michael came to our house every single day. Every day? Every single day, rain or shine, busy or not. He would show up at 7 a.m. with coffee and stay until the girls went to bed. He never called first. He just appeared, because he knew if he called I'd tell him I was fine and not to come. But I wasn't fine. Michael saw through all my pretending. He'd walk in, take one look at me and say, "Go shower. I've got the girls." There were days I couldn't get out of bed, Vanessa admits. The grief was so heavy I could barely breathe. On those days, Michael became a single father to my 3 daughters. He made breakfast, helped with homework, drove them to school. He learned how to braid hair for Bianca. He taught Natalia how to drive. He would spend hours on the floor playing with Capri. The girls started calling him Uncle Mike. Not because we told them to, but because that's how he showed up for them, like family. And he did all of this while running a billion-dollar business empire. But you'd never know it. When he was with us, we were his only priority. But it wasn't just emotional support, Vanessa continues. 3 weeks after Kobe died, I got a call that terrified me. Kobe's business empire was collapsing. Partners were pulling out, thinking the brand would die with him. We were about to lose everything. I called Michael crying. I said, "I don't know anything about business. I don't know how to save this." Michael's response was immediate. "Don't worry about it. I'll handle everything." The next day, Michael wired $50 million into our business accounts. The interviewer gasps, "50 million? No contract, no interest, no repayment plan. Just, this will keep everything afloat while we figure it out." Then he sent his entire business team to work for us. His lawyers, accountants, investment advisors, marketing people. The same team that built his empire. He told them, treat Vanessa's business like it's my business. Make sure she never has to worry about money again. Within 6 months, Kobe's brands were more valuable than ever. All because Michael refused to let my husband's legacy die. Vanessa pauses, wiping away tears. In March 2020, Michael bought a house. The house right behind ours. What? He bought the mansion directly behind our property. Paid cash, $25 million. When I asked him why, he said, in case you need me in the middle of the night and I can't get there fast enough from the hotel. For 5 years, Michael Jordan has been my neighbor, coming through the back gate whenever one of the girls has a nightmare, whenever I have a breakdown, whenever we need him. The paparazzi never knew because he never used the front door. But Michael's primary home is still in Chicago, the interviewer points out. That's right, which means for 5 years, Michael has been flying back and forth between Chicago and LA 3 times a week. 3 times a week? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like clockwork. His private jet lands at Burbank Airport, he drives straight to our house, spends the day with us, then flies back to Chicago for his business meetings. His pilots told me he's made over 800 trips in 5 years, just to be present for my family. Let me tell you what Michael has done for each of my girls specifically. Natalia was 17 when Kobe died. Michael stepped in as her father figure immediately. He attended every parent-teacher conference, every college tour, every important moment. When Natalia got into USC, Michael cried harder than I did. Bianca was 3rd. She doesn't remember life without Uncle Mike. He taught her how to ride a bike, how to swim, how to shoot a basketball. Every milestone, he's been there. And Capri was just 8 months old. Michael has been the primary male figure in her life. She takes her first steps toward him. Her first word was Mike, not Mama. He loves them like they're his own grandchildren. Every birthday, every Christmas, every achievement, Michael shows up with something meaningful. Not expensive gifts, meaningful gifts. He gave Natalia Kobe's high school jersey for her 18th birthday. He found it in some collector's archive and bought it for $100,000. He gave Bianca a custom basketball signed by every WNBA player because she said she wants to play professional basketball like Daddy and Uncle Mike. He gave Capri a necklace with Kobe and Gigi's pictures in it, so she'll always carry them with her. But the most meaningful gift, every year on January 26th, the anniversary of the crash, Michael doesn't let us be alone. He plans something special. A trip, an experience, something to turn the worst day of the year into a day of celebration of Kobe and Gigi's lives. So why are you telling us this now? The interviewer asks. After 5 years of privacy? Vanessa takes a deep breath. Because Michael Jordan deserves credit for what he's done. Not publicity. Credit. For 5 years, people have speculated about how I've managed to stay strong, how I've raised 3 daughters alone, how I've built a successful business empire. The truth is, I didn't do it alone. Michael Jordan has been my partner in everything, my business advisor, my daughter's father figure, my best friend. He saved my life. He saved my children's lives. He saved Kobe's legacy. And he did it all without asking for anything in return. Not recognition, not thanks, not even acknowledgement. How did Michael react when you told him you wanted to share this story? The interviewer asks. Vanessa laughs. He tried to talk me out of it. He said, Vanessa, this was never about getting credit. This was about keeping a promise to Kobe. What promise? The promise he made to be there for us. Always. But I told him, Michael, the world needs to know that there are still good people who keep their promises. You've been anonymous in your goodness for 5 years. That's enough. What happens now that the secret is out? The interviewer asks. Nothing changes, Vanessa says firmly. Michael will still come through the back gate. He'll still show up for every important moment. He'll still be Uncle Mike to my girls. The only difference is now the world knows what I've known for 5 years. Michael Jordan isn't just the greatest basketball player of all time. He's the most loyal friend anyone could ever have. Can you tell us about this promise Michael made to Kobe? Vanessa nods. December 2019, Kobe and Michael had dinner in Chicago. Kobe told Michael, if anything ever happens to me, promise me you'll take care of Vanessa and the girls like they're your own family. Michael thought Kobe was being dramatic, but he promised anyway. 6 weeks later, Kobe was gone, and Michael has kept that promise every single day for 5 years. Michael didn't just help us survive losing Kobe, Vanessa reflects. He helped us build a new life. A good life. My daughters are thriving. My business is successful. I'm happy again. Not the same kind of happy I was with Kobe, but a different kind of happy, a grateful kind of happy. And Michael is a huge part of that happiness. He's not trying to replace Kobe as a father to my girls. He's being something different. He's being Uncle Mike. And Uncle Mike is exactly what we needed.
What do you want people to take away from this story? The interviewer asks. That true friendship isn't about what you say, Vanessa answers. It's about what you do. Consistently, quietly, without expecting anything back. Michael Jordan didn't make grand gestures for social media. He made small daily choices to show up for my family. For 5 years. That's not celebrity philanthropy. That's family love. After 5 years of silence, Vanessa Bryant's secret is finally out. Michael Jordan didn't just help her after Kobe's death. He completely restructured his life to become the father figure her daughters needed and the support system she required to not just survive, but thrive. $50 million in business support, a $25 million house purchase, 800 flights between cities, daily presence for months, weekly presence for years. But more than the money or time, Michael Jordan gave the Bryant family something irreplaceable: the security of knowing they would never be alone. People always ask me how I stayed strong after losing Kobe, Vanessa concludes. The truth is, I didn't stay strong alone. Michael Jordan was strong for all of us when we couldn't be strong for ourselves. And now you know why I call him family. Because that's exactly what he is. If this story about friendship, loyalty, and keeping promises moved you deeply, hit subscribe and share this video. Have you ever had someone show up for you when you needed them most? Tell us about it in the comments.